Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. What's going on? It's Wednesday. Welcome to the Wednesday show. I don't know where Martin is because he's usually in our Wednesday show ahead of time, but it's not today. So my goal today is to have a very relaxing chat because I'm going on vacation next week, right? So I try to not put myself in a stressful mental state this week. Today I'm gonna smoke this 20th anniversary Maduro from Rocky Patel. Now, it is not the best cigar. Last time, I think a while back when I smoked it, a while back meaning last time, I wasn't, I wouldn't say I was very impressed with it. So now it's my revisiting. Like, if I don't like it, why did I go back and get another one, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Like, sometimes you have a better hope. You're like, oh, I hope it's gonna be better. So, here it goes. And this is not an expensive cigar. And I actually like that they kind of decorated it a little bit. I mean, XX years and counting. I mean, if you want the front, you want to say 20th, and like the back, you decide to use the Roman numeral. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, but you know, it's got enough bling bling on it, so be it. So be it. And today I'm gonna use my tactical lighter. Let's cut it. Light it. Okay. Now, I didn't feel enough gasoline. I mean, not gas, but propane in this one. So I hopefully this is enough. Yeah. The basement is kind of cold today. 50s. Maybe I had to turn on the heat as well. But we'll see how that goes. We will see. I hope everybody had a good day. I mean, the weather started to warm up a little bit, which is good. My weekend is looking very promising because I'm going to see John Wick. Being able to see John Wick already makes me kind of excited for the weekend. Because I've been waiting for that movie for a while now. I think everybody else is. Yep. Start with the coffee. Coffee taste. Coffee and cocoa usually is like the beginning of this kind of cigar, which is not bad. Rancho Hill has a little bit of pepper and spice. The draw is not perfect draw. The draw is kind of off. It definitely is kind of off. It says 1995 to 2015. This cigar definitely didn't come out at 2015. So I don't know why. It says 1995 to 2015. Yeah, that is 20 years. But I think this released way after that, so. Looks like Martin made it.
What's up?
You're a little late.
Yeah, a little bit. I was eating with the kids.
All right, that's a good excuse. I'll give you that one. Do you remember how long ago Rocky Patel 20th anniversary came out? I'm pretty sure it's not 2015.
Rocky Patel 20th anniversary.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not 2015, right? That's all I need to know. Whether or not it's 2015.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember.
I feel like it came out like maybe late 2019 or 2020.
Mr. Google is not on, so we don't know.
I can Google it. I can Google it. But first, let me turn this fan down
sorry,
because the fan decides to go crazy.
I had to figure out how to hook up my earpiece. All right, is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll Google.
Lighter.
Rocky Patel. Rocky Patel.
Where's Michael? He was just now reacting to my Facebook post.
I have no idea where he is today. I thought he's working on Wednesdays. But looks like the reviews are like 2019 for the cigar, so I would think this is from 2019.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Well, then 2019.
No, I might be wrong because so somebody reviewed it 2015, so I was wrong. The cigar did came out 2015.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking 2015, but I was like, I didn't know for sure.
No, because the band says 1995 to 2015, but I feel like I haven't seen this cigar before that. And this cigar is definitely not bought in 2015 when I had the cigar. I don't know. I don't think I have cigar that old in my humidor. That's why I wonder. This cigar is actually almost a Honduras Puro. Almost. It's listed as the wrapper is Honduras, binder Honduras, filler is Honduras and Nicaragua.
Okay, so almost.
Almost.
Honduran.
Almost Honduras Puro. I remember that when I first smoked this, I wasn't impressed with it. But now that it's sitting in my humidor for a while, that coffee taste is more pronounced. That spice it's not as harsh. I might be able to smoke through it. I may or may not. May or may not.
So, you hear about my new recent purchase?
Oh, you want to talk about your leaf blower?
I got a fucking leaf blower. Hell yeah!
Who does that to torture themselves? Now you have to chase after yourself.
The reason why I went ahead and bought me one was because, as you may or may not know, I'm trying to do something with my backyard. So there's a shit ton of leaves everywhere. So it's like, okay, I first got to clear the leaves from my backyard, and then I was going to lay out some grass mixed with clover, and then spread it all out the fucking backyard. So
you want grass?
Clean it up, make it look good.
You want to have green?
I want greenery, but I don't want to have to cut it all the time, and so that's why I'm gonna have like the clover mixture.
You don't want the clover mixture. You want, because your neighbor is gonna complain that you have weeds in your room, in your grass that get over them, because clover is actually very aggressive in breeding. So like, you know, when you have it, your neighbor will have it, and they gotta complain.
That's fine. That's fine.
Plus, like, if you need somebody to clean out your leaves, shouldn't you just drive your car near your backyard and just start doing a review, and they will show up?
They probably will.
Right? And then you just have to say, hey, amigo, over there, clean that up too. You missed a spot. and then they will do it. And you just like give them $20. It's a lot cheaper than a leaf blower.
Yeah. I think I've done that once or twice at my old place. We saw the guys out there and we're like, hey, 10, $15. We do my backyard.
Yeah. That's a lot better than getting a leaf blower. Did you get a gas one or an electric one?
No, I got electrical.
Joe got a gas one. So I used to have electric leaf blower. Ever since I bought the backpack leaf blower, I don't use electrical anymore. I don't give a shit about that anymore. Because the power level is just
backyard.
The power is
it's
ridiculous. Different.
I know, ridiculous power. I know, but I've got such a small backyard that I was like, you know what?
Like if you have a small dog, you use the leaf blower, the dog will fly. That thing is too powerful.
It's because I cleaned up half the backyard. I just wanted to come outside and play with it. So I still have this side to do, but it looks a hell of a lot better.
Now I also post up the final design of the Legion member ring. Because the OG just have an OG number, the Prestige have Prestige number, and the Legion member now has a design. What's really annoying is that I think the Legion member design looks better than the OG and the Prestige.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me go back and look at it. Oops.
So I posted in Discord. I think I posted in Facebook as well. But yeah, I think the final design looks better than the OG and Prestige. Because now there's like, it's not empty spot.
Wow.
There's no empty spots on it anymore. There's empty spot on the...
Why didn't we get that for OG?
So what?
So why didn't we get that for OG?
Because there's no room.
Yeah, that's true. But it's badass.
That's my dilemma. When we went through design and we went to fitting and it fits in there. And then you go, ah shit.
Oh shit, looks good.
I mean, there's a previous version of that. So they made that the 3 people so small. That's about 2 letters wide. And then I went to Facebook.
Centered either.
Huh?
It's not centered either.
It cannot be centered because the girl face is bigger than the guy face. So you try to make it the best thing possible. Like, so you use the middle person as the center, and then you ignore the top.
The middle is not centered.
The middle is as center as it gets. And now here's the thing.
The middle's not centered.
I was the one that put out to that draft and sent it to them because they could not give me, like, the designer was not understanding my English.
It's not centered.
All right, the designer did not understand my English. So I ended up put it to just blow it up, move it down, and then erase the sides of it. But I literally moved straight down. So before it was just a ring, just a circle, just a circle.
Okay.
Now let me see if I can find that the picture. All right. So because the people in there, if you take it to Photoshop, it's not centered to start with. When you blow it up and move it down, it's still not centered. All right.
Okay, that makes sense. I see what you mean.
Because this side of the face is shadow, so this side actually have more space than this side. All right. So if you look at this, the nose is towards one side, and it's not completely centered either, because his head is tilted.
Gotcha. You're right.
So yeah, that's centered. At least Photoshop say so. When you put it out, it gets that pink line. It's centered.
All right.
But yeah, that ended up looking better. Now the question is, do I go back and say, now let's do that? So all of those and move the font smaller. Do you guys want to have the font smaller and have the 3 guys, or just have bigger font because I like the bigger font? So
Bigger font.
So what?
Bigger font looks better. Would look better, I think.
Right? I think bigger font will look better because that was the main point, right? The ring from the side, you can already see the number on the side.
Right. I think if you have the text bigger and then the design smaller, you're like looking at it, you're like, oh, it's like almost like attention to detail, like you're looking at it, you're like, damn, that's
Right.
nice.
I'm still on my phone.
Let me see if I pull out the picture and look for a space. Let me see if I have that. Do. Do you even have that picture on this anymore? Let me see. Hey, Albert.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Val.
Hey, Val.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. As you can see, we're just talking about that final design. Perfect that you guys are on can have some input as well. Did you guys see the final design for the Legion member one?
It looks nice.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, now
we
the
do
problem is that it's a little bit more embellished than the Prestige one, the OG one.
Hey,
So, what do we do about that?
I think it's fine.
We drink to it.
I think it's good.
You think it's fine?
well,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's fine. I mean, because
Oh, I know what you do. I know what you do.
Cheers, guys.
Okay.
cheers. You make me want to go out and get a drink now.
What do we do?
Where it says Legion member, just do OG number and then our prestige number.
Right. Now, that will require the font to be smaller. And when you look at OG and the number, it's less characters. So it's even smaller.
No, you do one row.
We can do that, but it just make the thing really small. Now you have even more space because now it's only one row.
OG, well, no, you make the text bigger.
You make what bigger?
So the text would be like 1.5 of those lines.
Right.
OG number.
The one that's the concern I have with I was asking my team because now the main point, which is the prestige number or the OG number, is becoming very small.
No, it won't be small. It'll be.
It won't be small. I can tell you that it's small because you got to look at it as it's actually this small on your hand.
So you're okay. So you're looking at
No, you're not.
prestige number or the OG number, and then
No.
So your
Yeah,
OG
one
number words will be this small.
One line. Let me see. Hold on. No, it'll be one line, not 2 lines. One line.
So it'll be OG
Space
space number, and then underneath that would be the
No. Yeah, the people.
the people's.
But then you're
Don't-
making the lettering smaller.
Yeah.
How would you be making the letter small?
Smaller than what we had right now. Because right now the main focus was the OG and the number on the
Oh,
side of the ring.
smaller. Oh, smaller for the thing, but you get the
Yeah.
embellishment. But you get the embellishment.
I'd rather have my number bigger.
All right.
What's on?
Keep 4.
I'm trying to remember what's on the other side of
Yeah,
the ring.
because keep in mind, the ring side is very tiny. So when you go across, you can kind of see that's how much space you have.
Okay.
Hey, Quake.
Then don't worry about it.
I'm trying to remember what
What's up,
the other
Quake?
side of the ring looks like.
I can put it up again.
Albert, you froggy? Being froggy today?
Why? Why do you think I'm being froggy?
Just saying.
No, I actually think this is a good conversation.
Yeah,
see what the
it's fine.
possibility is, because once we made it, we made it.
Yeah, I mean, I just threw it out there, but
Fucking tan.
Now, if I can find where the picture is, that would be nice. Pretty sure I had the picture here because I showed it before. What the hell?
there you go, Val. That look familiar, babe?
Yeah, I can't. You're gonna have to describe it to me because I
Diamond crown.
You can't see it. It's a diamond crown.
can't see it.
Actually, you know what? It's on Discord. I can pull it off Discord.
Diamond crown, bro.
I can pull it off Discord. I can put it off Facebook. Have it on Facebook.
I can't remember if I like that diamond crown. How was it?
Well,
I
I
like
don't
it.
have my video diary to go back to it.
Hey, Quake. I'm smoking the Rocky Patel 20th anniversary one today. So far, it's treating me okay.
oh, he doesn't want us to talk about the ring anymore.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm gonna ignore that.
He doesn't want us talking about the ring because he complained about
he
it.
ain't getting one.
Ain't that a shame?
He complained about it, and then he backed out of it when we finally worked it out.
That's okay. I mean, then he knows what to look for, right? Even if you don't have a ring, at least you got to be able to identify a Legion ring. Identify the Legion ring so you know how it looks like. It's a good thing.
I know.
It's a good thing. Deal with it.
Quakes, that's that Florida weather, that Florida tan.
All right, I'm gonna find, where is it?
Quakes, I'll be in California next week. Same friend, though.
Well, you're going to go to California? Oh yeah, that's right. Next week.
Mhm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, according to a conversation I have with
Shimoto.
Brendan,
You look cool, bro.
the people, anyone that, including Val, who has got the carbon one, want a replacement, should contact me. Okay, I will send you one. Yeah, when he send a replacement to me.
Okay.
So do we send the one we have to who?
You can send it to me, or you can. I think most likely probably ask you to keep it. We're gonna eat the card.
What? How much were the extra lighters, the bronze ones that you had extra?
Say what?
Same
How
price.
much was,
Okay,
I
now
don't
keep in mind the extras I have might have to go to replacement. So
okay.
I'll deal with all the replacement first before I say, hey, this is what I have left.
That's fine. I was just wondering.
Okay, so just keep in mind that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure everybody's taken care of. So I have some extras, copper that are good, and I'm gonna give some more extras, carbon from Brendan, and then we're gonna send it to people who want to swap. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to
We'll
me.
take responsibility for our mistakes. Well, not really my mistake.
All right.
We'll take responsibility. All right, here it goes. That's how it looks like right now.
Hell yeah.
So I think this looks better than having embellishment because the number is literally like on your face. Right?
This is like estimate.
So what?
Okay.
You say this is like an estimate?
What estimate?
No.
That's what it says. It says it's an estimate.
This Legion was estimated
About 2019.
about
maybe
2019, but not
2018.
exactly because it's not January 1st.
All right.
All right, so that's what's up. That's what's up. All right.
All right.
So this is what we're going with.
Shadow reunite.
Yeah, and then the one that's really
Prestige 101.
the one that's really just out of all of them that has lacking is actually the OG because the OG has more space on the side. But I think that's the OG is OG.
But it stands out more.
OG.
OG is OG. So
Yeah, it stands out more.
well, should I ask if we can plate the OG to gold?
Nope.
Right.
Oh. A gold will be copper.
No.
Yeah, they would just plate it with copper.
Yeah, no.
No.
No? I think I like the unified look, So when you go on a table and put it up, people are like, oh wait, this looks different. Put it up, Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this one's
Yep.
Prestige. This one's OG. It's more unified look. So Hashimoto.
I think it gets the point across. OG.
Go on, Matt.
Okay.
Hashimoto told me that he doesn't wear a ring. He's wearing a wedding ring right now.
That's the only ring I said I wear. And when I'm working in the shop, it comes right off.
Off, right?
Yep.
Hashimoto, you sure you're not gonna get one?
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, Lot.
Wow.
It's a SSL Legion ring. So yes, that's what you're seeing, Lot.
Now, if it was a Rolex watch sitting with the SSL logo, that would have been true.
If I make
Then it'd just
another
be you and Tony who had
SSL
one.
watch, it will be the only one, okay? Because I'll probably embellish that watch to be like $40,000. Well, $100,000.
Like Shadow Smokers Legion Daytona.
There you go.
And I'll probably and to be honest, I probably will go to Omega to make it because Omega timekeeping is actually slightly better than Rolex timekeeping. Plus, Omega can use a dark carbon on their watch. Their watch can be entirely made out of carbon, which is all black.
Shit, we can go better, a little cheaper than that. We can go Breitling.
You have to get the Orient version.
I don't like Breitling. It's so busy looking.
I do. I like Breitling.
That's why.
Bright colors. You get the aviation one.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, that thing is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge. And they accidentally remove the thing and they say it's for help.
Yeah. Well, not that one. Yeah, we don't want that one. The SLS
Right?
one.
You're drunk and you're like, here's goes 20 grand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're in the lounge and all of a sudden a helicopter shows up and everything. Shit.
Busted.
Wow.
I have it here.
What did you flash? Coin? I got a coin.
Oh, Val, you said, oh, shit. I thought I got Val.
I could have just went.
What?
There you go. All right, Martin, Albert. All right. Point check. Everybody's in.
I got it.
Keep this one with me all the time.
Yeah, to Martin is like pocket change in his
It's like
pocket.
a fuck you.
Yeah, he comes out and
It's
goes
like a
toss
fuck
the
you.
entire table
You
with
wanna-
it.
It's like you wanna coin check me here. What's that number say?
Hey, I carry my
Or, or you just show up and you throw all your coins on the damn table.
Yeah, Martin. That's Martin style.
That is Martin
That's me.
style. Just toss everything on the table. There you go.
What we do is we do the watches and then we can do a time check.
Time check.
Wrist check Wednesday.
Time check.
Like I say, I'm not gonna fall to that trap because I already learned my lesson about this coin. I mean, not a coin, a ring. And the expense I don't want to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed the Oreo.
It does look like one Oreo. It does kind of look like
You haven't
Oreo.
bought the SSL Oreos, Quakes?
SSL
You didn't get it?
Oreo package of Oreos.
You didn't
It's
get
the Girl
those yet?
Scout cookies. SSL Girl Scout cookies.
Quakes don't know about that. That's the problem.
Oh shit!
So,
Oh, he must have
speaking
missed
of
out
Girl
on that
Scout-
one.
Speaking of Girl Scouts, we had a group of kids come in.
You calling Quakes a Girl Scout?
No, just
Okay, go
because
ahead.
he was talking about Girl Scout cookies.
Oh,
So
okay.
it just it reminded me because we had a group of boys come in. I guess they were selling
Scout?
those fucking chocolates for their school, but they came in with a box. And they're going to all the fucking salespeople. Hey, we're selling these for blah blah blah. You want some chocolate? And then they're selling and selling and selling. And then by the time the lady that runs pretty much the front of the dealership, she comes over. She's like, "I'm sorry, boys. There's no soliciting." Kids are like, "It's okay. We already sold them all." And they're walking out.
Peace.
Yep.
They'll walk by and shut the fuck up, Karen. We already sold it.
Yep.
You know, I think it's really weird that girl can actually trademark Girl Scout cookie because they don't actually manufacture.
Mhm.
And then to trademark cookie so that Boy Scout cannot sell Boy Scout cookie.
Mhm.
I never heard of that. Like, you know, you can actually go out and say, I can sell cookies, but you can't.
Let's see. Now it's also what, Cub Scouts instead of
Well,
Boy Scouts and
boys
Girl
can only sell
Scouts?
popcorns, right?
Oh, Cub Scouts are the younger boys.
Oh, well, I just know that when I was at the park with the kids one time, there were boys and girls that were hanging out together.
Yeah, they made it.
TDO.
They made it.
Aren't they Scouts of America now?
Scouts of America. That's what it is.
Yeah. They made it so girls and boys can do it.
Low, the Hong Kong Davidoff is actually a review video. It's never the life. So you can actually go and watch it. It's actually pretty good.
I think Scout's racist.
Yep.
So Tuesdays now I'm upload some reviews videos for cigars.
I
So
watched
if you
that
see on
yesterday.
Tuesday, it's a video, not live.
So what did you want,
I
Albert?
watched-
Chief?
Scout's racist.
So what are you guys
Isn't that
smoking
like an
tonight?
Indian thing?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm smoking a New World.
I don't want to say what I'm smoking. It might call innocent on screen.
State.
Really? You're smoking that whatever passion crap?
No, fuck no. Something else that he likes.
State.
Something else.
Acid Blondie.
It has to be like Jewish State shit.
It's Jewish State. I guarantee it's Jewish State.
Probably.
That's the only thing. Innocent is either whatever his name is, or that one. Or
It's not something.
Sponges?
I tell you what, I'm having to smoke through all my old shit, and I'm almost. I can see the bottoms of my humidor now, and I'm not liking it.
Uh-oh.
You know,
I don't like that shit either.
do you guys agree what I
Mhm.
told Innocent the other time? He's talking about all those blenders, famous blenders, and how they were able to blend. You know, they are famous because they blend good cigars. I actually feel like it's kind of different because those famous cigar blenders work for a company that has access to even more tobaccos, variety of tobacco. So they can actually find out, you know, whether or not they can blend something that tastes good because they will have access to more stuff. Had other blender had the same access to the same stuff, they can probably most likely blend the same thing. I don't think that it really has to do with, well, obviously some understanding of the flavor does matter, but I think had other blender gets access to the same variety of tobaccos, they probably would be able to blend the same good cigars.
Right.
Right? I mean, it's
Makes
like
sense.
Sangre Nueva was good, but
Mhm.
now if we put it together, Alec don't really have that much experience. So
But he's got a lot of guidance.
But his
sure,
dad-
he have a
his
lot of
grandpa-
guidance of what
Right.
they have, but it's still in the end, it's what they have available. What they have available to him for him to blend together. So yeah, I mean, I'm not downplaying that the ability to blend is anything. You know, I'm saying that though, okay, but had those master blender all have that same pile of good tobaccos to play with, they probably will be able to blend just as good as the famous blender from Davidoff. Well, Davidoff has a lot of tobacco. They at that time they have exclusivity to farm, right?
Mhm.
So they were able to blend some serious cigars, but does that make that whoever that name was blender any more better than anybody else? Not really. He just kind of have that access to it.
Well, that goes along with everybody, right? I mean, Plasencia has their own type of tobacco that they have, and so does, AJ Fernandez, and so each it depends on who they want to go with, and try to get that tobacco from is how they can blend their cigars.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, he tend to want to make cigar sound impressive based on who blended. But I don't go with that. I go with whatever the result was. If the cigar is good, I don't care who blended. If you go to a restaurant that tastes good, the chef might not be the chef that came out with the recipe.
Right.
But having the same
Is it the
recipe doesn't mean everybody can execute it good.
Yeah, is it a recipe or the cook?
Oh.
Is it the tobacco or the blender?
I think it's actually the person who put it together. Right? I can give you the same recipe that I cook for Chinese food. You might not be able to perform as good as I did.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
because I've had times where I look up recipes and it just didn't taste right.
Right?
Right. Yeah, you got to like I make my famous our family, fried rice that my grandma taught me how to make, and so I can make it pretty much like my grandma, but all my other family members can't, and so they always, hey Matt, cook the fried rice.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Now, are you
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
you making American food though, Matt?
American food?
Mhm.
Like what?
Well, I mean, you're making it in the United States, right?
Oh God, don't go over that. Don't get out of this conversation.
Well, yes
You're
and
making
no. I
Watch that
mean,
video.
Making
'cause I'm
food,
kind
making
of Asian. I'm kind of Asian, so that would be like slave labor type shit, like sweatshop shit, So
It will be an Asian American food.
yeah.
It's American food.
But whether that recipe came from Japan or came, from her grand or her
No,
mom
where
and
he's
dad, I
coming
don't
from,
know.
man. Where's he coming from? Because I argue about that last time. I say this
Yes,
Hawaiian
Saturday.
cigar is not. It only have tobacco for Hawaii, but shouldn't make it Hawaiian cigars
Yeah, it does.
It
because
does.
it's produced
I
in
listened
Nicaragua.
to your
I think it does.
I think it does. And here's the thing: if you got tobacco from Peru and that's a Peruvian tobacco cigar.
Not really, because you also have
I
Nicaraguan.
don't say,
You also
oh.
have Dominican in there too.
Okay,
Not
A
if
Peruvian blend.
not
this one
Peruvian.
has Peruvian tobacco in it.
Right. The blend shouldn't matter of where the raw material came from.
But I'm not going to say it's a Nicaraguan cigar if it was rolled in Nicaragua. I'm going to say it's got Peruvian, it's got Peruvian tobacco in it.
But right now, any Sumatra cigar, you wouldn't just say that is an Indonesian cigar.
Oh, is it any different to say like Nike? Nike makes all their stuff over in China, Malaysia, all these different countries, but they don't supply the materials. but they put their name on it. So do we call that an American company, or do we call that a
No, the
Malaysian
company
China
is
company?
American. The company is American. The shoe, everybody knows made in China. Everyone knows. It's Chinese shoes.
Mm-hmm. Right, but we're not using American materials. We're using Chinese materials.
Right. And we call those
So,
Chinese shoes.
well, I mean, everybody thinks they're American, though.
Well, because the company's American.
Right. So
Right.
is it any different for the Hawaiian cigar? They're actually supplying the tobacco. So
Right.
why would that be any different? I think that's more Hawaiian than anything because they're just not rolling it.
Okay,
all of them at their factory.
So Matt,
They're
the
paying
cigar
for
that
the
you're smoking
cheaper
right
labor.
now, what country? What would you call it?
I call it AJ Fernandez.
Yeah, but it's probably rolled in Nicaragua. It's got like Dominican cigar tobacco in there. Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't care. I mean, to me, as long as the damn thing's good, that's all that matters to me. Now, I'm not that guy, and I get where you're coming from because it's Hawaii and they're saying
I do
Hawaiian,
too. I
cigar.
get the argument, but
Right.
in the end, it's. I mean, do you like it or do you not?
Right. I mean, they're not charging you any more for saying that it's
It's
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Yeah. So now, if they were doing that and you were paying a premium because of that, then that's a different story. But you're actually paying about the same price or a little bit cheaper for that type of cigar. If you had it rolled in America, you'd be paying a lot more. I guarantee that.
Sure.
Yeah, like
I
the
mean,
American.
There's difference between outsource and production. So I don't know.
Right. So I mean, I still got to take pictures for you guys of those ones that I have downstairs in the humidor, but they're all in coffins, so they never came in a box.
Yeah, they I see that they some of them have an individual coffin.
Right.
They show it on their website. So if you bought it with a coffin, I think it's actually a little bit more expensive to have a single with a coffin.
I'm sure. You get the
Yeah,
presentation.
because the production of the coffin and all
Right.
that. I mean, just like Davidoff. I mean, same thing. Yeah, presentation. You know what I mean?
Presentation.
It makes it feel a little more special and just a little more elegant. Not
Yeah,
saying that
I don't
it
know.
is.
Like that,
I
obviously,
want you to believe.
Michael said that's still up to debate and nobody agree with it. But it's like
I mean, it could go either way, right? I
it
mean,
can go either way. It can go either way. And I
Oh.
mean, does it matter? Not really. But like when somebody call like certain products, certain countries, and you're like, not even produced there. It's not really that.
Well, a lot of it too is it's all about marketing. Somebody sees anything from Hawaii, they're all about Hawaii. They're buying.
I mean, this is why a lot of product in the U.S. if it's made in U.S. to make sure you know it. They're like, that's made in U.S.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. But they don't
That makes it a true U.S. product.
Right.
But they also sometimes with products they say made in the USA, but
Assembled
it's
in
from
China.
outsourced products. So
Right.
I mean, same difference. You can have a Nicaraguan cigar that is made in Dominican Republic. It doesn't make it a Dominican Republic cigar. It's got Nicaraguan tobacco, 100% Nicaraguan tobacco, but it's rolled in.
Yeah, unless it's a Puro, I don't even think you can technically classify as that place a cigar. Unless it's a Puro. Okay, Puro, okay, that's no question, right? Puro, everything's from there. But if it's not
I think
Puro,
with cigars, it just depends on the tobacco. Like if you have a 100% Dominican cigar, it's a Dominican tobacco cigar. If you've got a little bit of Hawaiian in it, it's a Hawaiian blend. Or, I mean, it's not really a Hawaiian cigar because it's rolled in Hawaii, but it's got Hawaiian tobacco in it, so it makes it unique.
Right.
That's just what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't matter where it came from,
Pappy
where it was
Van Winkle,
rolled.
right? The Pappy Van Winkle's got the bourbon barrel aged tobacco in it from Louisiana. So it's like, they're able to say, certain things about that cigar.
So
Nobody else
here's
has.
something along the same lines as what we're talking about. But I wonder how you were talking about with Alec Cuevas. I wonder if like when you have as a blender and you meet up with other blenders, if they ask you, oh, what's the recipe? Where did you get this tobacco from? Blah, 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 blah. I wonder if they do that on the outside that nobody else hears about.
Ooh.
That will be
That
a
might be a
question
little
for
bit
another person.
Regardless.
Yeah.
You know,
when we meet up.
I'm sure that question is asked. The big point is it answered?
Right.
Yes, Albert.
I just want to say that I was just more or less curious about if he was really making Asian food or American food. That was really
That's bullshit. Come on. He said steak
Yeah.
fried rice. They still
We know.
American fried rice. Come on.
Yeah,
Right.
we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nope. Nope. Nope.
Albert, you should know better.
Albert, when I make my Mexican food, it is Mexican food made by a Mexican. So it's Mexican, 100%.
But
Now,
with
wait a
American
minute, now,
ingredient.
Wait a minute.
What?
Were you born in Mexico?
No.
Well, there you go.
But my parents are 100% Mexican.
We ain't talking. Well, we ain't talking generation now. We're not talking about your parents.
Mm.
Actually,
Wow.
no, that no. That actually makes sense because American is not a race. So if his parents Mexican, he's Mexican.
It's the ethnicity. It's the
That's
ethnicity.
the nationality. I was born in the U.S., so I'm
Yeah. American is a nationality, not race. So that works. He's still Mexican.
Mexican.
So does that make it Mex-Tex?
No.
Tex-Mex?
It might.
Which comes first normally on that, Matt?
Tex-Mex.
There you go.
Tex-Mex is not Mexican food.
Then what is it?
Why?
How do you
Good.
think
Mexican
Tex
food.
Mex came
It's
first?
Mexican food. It's Mexican food that's been fixed.
Wait a minute. How do
No.
you figure Tex-Mex?
You've been eating too much of that ponchos shit.
It's chili with beans.
Mexican food that's been fixed. We
What?
fixed it.
Albert's being stupid.
Sorry, we got a little off track. Hey, I want to touch base on the lighter too. I was listening to the rest of the Saturday show today.
Okay.
Finished it up, but I heard Val and you guys were talking about that cigarette lighter from the cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, by the raise of hands, I know each one of you is old enough to know this. The ones that you push into the car and it's got the little
Yeah.
coil and it lights up
Push
bright
button, yeah.
red. Who touched that son of a bitch when you were young?
No,
Oh, fuck no. I was
No,
always
not me.
scared.
We all
I
did.
did.
What? I did too.
I would press it in and then it'd pop out and I'd look at it. I was like, oh no, I'm not fucking touching
Oh
this
yeah.
shit.
That sucker be glowing orange and warm. Yeah.
Yep.
no, I knew it was hot, so I didn't touch it. No.
Right. So I had that lighter that I think Val was talking about from Zycar.
Okay.
Mhm.
I had it on order. They actually never sent it to me. They refunded my money and actually gave me a different lighter for free because they had actually recalled those lighters. They were
Oh.
supposed to be more for travel type people, so
Right.
they could travel on airplanes with them, so you
Right.
didn't have no butane and all that. And I guess there was some issue with the coil, ignition, something, so they ended up just recalling them and never actually putting them out. So
That's-
unless you already had one like Val, but
Yeah.
But yeah, so they gave me my money back and then sent me a different lighter in replace of it, and I was like, well, what? Okay, cool. I didn't have to pay for it. But I thought it was cool for travel. I thought it'd been a cool thing.
Right.
Well, that lighter,
Hmm.
that lighter initially worked well, but what I did learn using it was if you press the cigar too much pressure on that coil, you kind of messed it up.
You don't
it
have to
great?
press it down though. You just have to put it on top of
Just put it on top.
Yeah,
Well,
No, you don't tell users to not press on it. It's
Right.
it ain't working fast enough. I'm gonna press down.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was originally made just to kind of like hover over the coil.
Yeah. It's supposed to, well, as I learned later, you're supposed to just gently let it rest on there and not apply any pressure. And I think because of my using it so often that I bent that grate and I can never get it straight, and I messed up the connection to the coil in the grate. And even though I replaced it twice, you think, I would have learned my lesson, right? But it's like Albert said, shit, it ain't lighting up fast enough. A little more pressure to work, and still didn't. I mean, it worked for a while, but
Right.
after I replaced those replacement caps twice, I said, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, $40 to replace a lighter cap, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when butane's cheap.
Well, yeah, and I just learned you take this sucker on your inside your shave bag and check it in, you're fine.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They let you bring that on the plane?
Huh?
Actually, yeah.
Well, they let you
I
bring it
put
on
it
the
with
plane?
Yeah, I put it inside my shave bag, but I check it in. I can't
Yeah.
carry it on, but I can check it in.
Okay. But it's probably because it's like tiny.
Right. It just blends in with all my other.
No, you
shave
can check.
bag
You can
stuff.
check flame light. I've checked out my lighter before, and they never have problem.
Really? Okay.
And also another way to check, another way to be able to bring it on board is if it has no fuel.
Right. Because I've had them where I've had a brand new, couple times have brand new lighters in the box, nothing in it. They've actually looked at it and said, oh, they had to call a supervisor over, and I said, look, it has no fuel in it, no butane. And they checked it out, and they were like, yep, he's good to go.
Yeah. Well, you can just bleed it out. You're like, okay, I'll bleed it out right here. There's no fuel in there. You won't like.
Well, I always did it beforehand, so I wasn't like standing there forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you go into a cigar shop, they have butane there.
Right. And I'd always have it fill it up.
Yeah. And once you fill it up, you're good for the week. Unless you smell like Greg Nicholson, then you need another butane with you.
Right.
Yeah. It's not enough. So long as he doesn't light, he can bring it anyway.
Just light your cigar one time really slowly, and use the whole butane for that one cigar.
Then you do it like the Davidoff way. You gotta swing it too. You gotta go
exactly.
like this. I can't spend that much time to light my cigar. I die. I think at most I spend a minute.
I have done the 3-match technique before.
That 3 matches don't work.
But you got to do it indoors.
No, for Val you wouldn't, because he wouldn't be able to. Now he would be like 3.
6.
It's not lighting up. It's not lighting up.
It'll.
No, you got to get those extra. You got to get those extra long matches.
So at most cigar shops, they have the long cigars or the long matches.
Right.
If you use 3 of those and you're sitting inside a building with no wind around you, no fans going, whatever, you can literally light your cigar and just watch it like barely catch on fire, and then just keep twisting it, and it'll light within 3 matches. I've done it before.
Basically, you gotta get your your tobacco very close to what's that 450 degrees, 451 degrees, less than that. So you'll never catch on fire, but it will burn.
Right.
You got to have perfect conditions.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta light it. You gotta pray. You gotta pray that doesn't go on fire. You're like, ah, shit. Do not go on fire. Do not go on fire.
Yeah,
I know it's a ritual, but I think you take away from the enjoyment.
I mean, yes and no.
I mean, there's a ritual.
That could be
and
part
you've got
of it.
a really nice cigar.
But
and you're
that's
sitting
the
there with 3 matches.
I think it's okay if you're smoking by yourself. But it's really hard when if you can't have a conversation with 4 people. Everybody's smoking already. You're like,
Yeah.
Hold on, one more minute.
Well, or you're that guy that's sitting in the lounge by yourself, like you said.
Yeah,
kinda
if you're
smoking,
alone. But if you
you're
have a
over there-
conversation, it's a
you're
lot
over
harder.
there, but you're over there doing your little thing, and all these other guys are going, "What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy."
Right? You're like,
Usually
it's a
if I'm in a
ritual. Hold
lounge-
on. Hold on. I'm almost
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You're putting on a show.
Usually, if I'm in a lounge, I'll still use like a one match, but I'll use the one match and then I'll slightly toast it, and then I'll use the same match to puff on the cigar and light it up.
But yeah, it wouldn't be a 3-minute thing, you know?
No, it's like a 45-second thing.
Like you with 3 other buddies, they're smoking already. You're like lighting it up. By the time they're halfway through the cigar, you're like, I'm almost there. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a question, because I've seen this and heard about it. When you light your cigar, the natural inclination is to draw, but I've seen people and heard people say before they draw, they puff out.
If you light too quickly, the first puff is bad. If you light it with a ritual, the first puff is good. So it depends what you're doing. If you light it really slowly, you never got burned, then your first puff is supposedly very good. But if you do it really quickly and just get it to go, your first puff is gonna taste burnt. So you blow out first, then you take the next draw. Now, does it really matter that much? Because this is your first draw. For most people who just want to get started with the conversation, probably not. You probably won't even remember you took that draw.
This is why, if you've ever watched Tim Swanson's videos, he will light a cigar and he'll blow out first, and then he'll take his first puff, because he's literally right there lighting the cigar, blow out once, and then
He caught so much shit doing that though. So many people are like, "What the fuck?" You know, he got so much shit for doing that. But you know, it's personal preference.
whatever. It's his ritual.
His personal preference.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's personal preference. You can do whatever you want.
Like if you're like paying too much attention, dude, who fucking cares? Shut up, dude. It's my fucking cigar, not yours.
Exactly.
Like some people feel like it's one of those you should do it the same the way that it's meant to be, or else you're insulting the cigars. Like, dude, if I enjoy the cigar, I'm not insulting the cigar. Even if I do it right, if I don't like the cigar, I'm gonna talk shit about it.
Yep.
How sad would it be if you're lighting a cigar that you don't know if you like or not? You took a 3-minute, 4 minutes to light up your cigar. You finally took that puff, you're like, this thing tastes like gurkha. You know?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
And now you just wasted 3 minutes.
Looks warm in Texas.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure when they're blending it, they're not doing that either. When they're blending it, shouldn't that be as intended? Right? So they just light it up and smoke. Oh, that hurts my eyes.
Can't see
75
it.
degrees.
75. Fuck.
We actually hit 60 today. Pretty nice. And then it cooled down after 40s, I think.
It was in the 80s today. It was hot. And it was muggy because it rained yesterday and this morning.
If it didn't rain, you wouldn't think about to
34.
grow some grass.
34 here.
That's too cold.
I'm in the 40.
Let me see.
I was in
Currently,
Phoenix last week. 80, 83, 85.
Where's Quinks? He got quiet.
Like I'm at 46.
48 right now.
Wow.
Where's Quake?
Ooh,
Obviously,
well,
he's sitting in the side thinking about the ring that he's not gonna get.
Right.
For
That
the
sucks because
Oreos.
I'm gonna be.
That's
It's gonna be colder in. It's gonna be colder in Florida when I go, or California when I go.
He's trying to figure out where to buy the SSL Oreos.
How about some SSL Hoistus?
No, if you buy SSL Oreo, it's gonna be soy sauce flavored. And that might taste good.
Be all right.
That might
I was
taste
gonna say,
good.
I'll be all right.
You know, soy sauce chocolate tastes pretty good. Chocolate goes really well with a lot of stuff, though.
Val probably get his Hoistus in Newark.
Right?
Oysters. I still cannot find another person say that. So
Me
That-
either.
I talked to a lot of people. Not one person pronounced it that way.
Nah.
You know, I'm thinking as he was growing up as a kid, he pronounced it wrong.
And they
his-
thought it was cute.
and they thought it was cute and they let it go.
Yeah.
And then it
Oh,
grew
but it
up
could
and
be.
that's how he pronounces it.
Yeah.
Could be the street slang too.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think he just talked too fast and he pronounced it wrong because there's a lot of things he pronounced wrong. Like Tatuaje, he pronounced it wrong. So
Yeah.
and he never corrects it.
Right.
In his defense, though, a lot of people pronounce Tatawahe wrong.
Who else pronounced? Oh, okay, fine. All right.
I can't say, anybody in particular. I'm just saying a lot of people. I mean, you hear me.
Right. I was gonna say who else does that, but then again, a lot of people pronounce
Oliva.
Oliva as Olivia. Yeah.
Olivia.
Or Davidoff.
Oh,
Davidoff.
Davidoff, that makes sense. That's okay.
No, it's not.
It's close. The way he pronounced Tatuaje is like, where do you find those syllables?
No, it's like, okay. Let's just say for me, anytime somebody calls me the wrong name, I'll correct them because it's not the way you say it.
No, but then like say tomato, right? Davidoff is spelled as David off. So I can see people try to pronounce it wrong. Right? That is it's possible to pronounce it wrong. Basically, I'm saying it's possible because all the syllables are there.
Yeah, but if you've been around the cigar industry long enough, you hear people say Davidoff. I mean,
Right.
Davidoff's name, cologne, Davidoff, everything, clothes, all that shit. It's like,
Yep.
Davidoff, not
Cool
Davidoff.
water, baby. Cool water.
Right, that's right, baby. I still wear that shit.
This is actually how I got to like Davidoff is because Davidoff Cool Water smells like the cologne that my father used when I was very young.
I
Okay.
love cool water.
So when I
Love
first smelled Cool Water, I started using Cool Water because it smells like my dad. And that's how I like Davidoff brand.
Yep.
I'll tell you one brand I never
Exactly.
wore because it smelled like my dad. Brute. Yeah, I remember that shit. Brute,
Jovan Musk.
fucking Brute and Musk deodorant. That shit stunk, man.
Man, you can smell that from a mile away too.
Damn.
It's reminiscent because I only lived with my dad. I think maybe
But-
3 years total in my life. So when
But
I
you always
smell
remember
something
that
similar,
smell.
like, oh, that smell like my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I remember first time I smelled cool water. I was sitting there with my stepmom. She was getting her hair done. We were in Beverly Hills, and I was looking through a magazine. And remember when they had the
The
sleeves that
slide,
opened
you
up on the
open it up.
magazine?
Right? Just rip it open and smell it.
Oh shit, that smelled good. And then I rubbed it all over myself. And I'm sitting there thinking this is some high end shit because we're in Beverly Hills, man. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. And I told my stepmom I need to get this cologne. We went right there, right next door to wherever cologne shop, and they had it. I was like, I want it.
Yep.
Bought it.
$30.
Had it ever since. Yeah, back then it was like $60, man, or more.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was expensive, dude.
I'm trying to see my the cologne pile over here. See if I have cool water because I used to use a lot of cool water.
I used the
You
cool water
remember
body
Curve?
spray. Curve, yeah.
Yeah, fucking Curve. All the fucking teenagers wore Curve.
Oh man, they still sell that damn Curve.
They do.
Now
It's
they
not
use
TJ
what?
Maxx,
Creed?
though.
Now they have those
Creed's
like
the
Creed
shit.
ones. Now everybody use those Creed.
Yeah, but not a lot of people can afford Creed, bro.
Right, it's $100 a
Creed.
bottle.
Oh no, you're like, I ain't even gonna lie. The one I got is $3,000.
What?
You went with the limited edition ones. Okay, that's different.
Wow.
Okay.
I know that like the average bottle, the clear one that they put in the front when you go to the display, they're like $100, 120 maybe.
Oh, I've never seen that shit.
I remember as a teenager, I would always walk by Abercrombie and Fitch, and I loved the way that shit smelled. And they had the pretty girls
yeah.
inside.
I cannot
I'd walk-
stand
I went
Abercrombie
in
and
and
Fitch.
I went and I bought the fucking Fierce. It smells so good.
It does. I agree with you, Martin. I agree.
Woo.
You
I'm like,
walk in
man, I
there, your
smell like
eardrum
this,
gets blown
and then
out.
I walk in the fucking Abercrombie, and then they got pretty girls working there, and the whole place smells good. I was like, man, if I could wear this, I can get some pretty girls too.
You know what they did is they actually pumped it through the air system so that you would smell it.
This is a whole like.
Believe it or not, I used to work there. So I
My
know.
friend used to work there too, and then like every time we gotta meet him up, he's like, "Oh, come meet me." I was like, "I'm not walking there. My eardrum gets blown out every time I walk in there.
Yeah.
I cannot hear myself when I'm in there."
The cool part about it was they had the TVs up on the wall that used to show live views of the beach.
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't that
dude.
Hollister?
No, that was Hollister.
That was Hollister.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
But then the music is just as bad. You go in there like,
But-
oh my god, I can't hear myself.
But Pakistan used to do that with the surfing.
Yes. Surfer competitions.
Yeah, I never
Mhm.
get it. Like my wife used to buy clothes from there. I hate being in there because I can't hear myself. Like it's so loud, the music.
Oh, it's always been back in the '90s. All the clothes shops, Contempo, and all that shit. They always had music blaring.
Yeah, I can't handle
That
it.
was the place to go. All these freaking clothing shops was like the place to go.
That's where I don't
You
like
go
to
and
go.
hang out.
And
You
another
hang
place
out
that's
and
really
reach
bad.
the
What's
stores.
that? What's that brand called? Tommy something? It smells like pina colada every single time you walk by.
Tommy Bahamas.
Yeah. If you walk by it,
Tommy
you
Bahamas.
smell pina colada.
hmm
Mark,
What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark. So yeah, I mean, I don't like to shop in those places. I like to shop in quiet places. I don't know.
I mean, as a teenager, you go to where it's like lively and people there. You're like, man, I want that.
When I'm that age, I just shop in like GameStop, EB Games.
Yeah, I remember I was playing the video games when they had the consoles and everything inside GameStop.
I spent 3 days play Diablo 4. My wife was kind of like, and then all of a sudden I stopped playing. My wife's like, "What's wrong with that game?" I was like, "The beta stopped. That's it."
But see, when GameStop had the consoles inside their stores, this was back when all the arcades started fading away. So the only place you had to go was GameStop, and you could go and fucking play all the video games.
yep. Stand in line, wait for the kid to get off.
Yep.
I just buy it, go home and play it. I don't know.
Yeah, but I always wanted to see if I liked it before I bought it.
As you guys can see, I buy it before I know if I like it.
Yeah.
That's where all those used games come into play. You're like, how the fuck is that already used game?
I don't sell
Fucking Tony
games.
bought it.
I don't sell it. I have all my old games literally very close to next to me. I have like PS2 games right next to me.
But see, if you
I
think
never-
about it, us as a kid, you would go into GameStop and then watch these games being played and get to play them. Nowadays, you got fucking YouTube where you're watching other people play these games, and you're like, oh, okay, now I want to play this game. It's kind of different, but the same in a different way.
Well, people do the same thing with cigars too, right? Before you smoke it, you see what other
Yeah.
people's opinion is before you go at it. So,
True. Yeah.
That's true.
Albert, you're out for quiet, man.
I was
Right.
listening to y'all millennials talk shit.
He's immersed in the conversation.
Millennials. Fuck, what the hell?
Yeah.
We all went through that generation. No, we didn't. No.
Not here.
I mean,
No. I was 80s, man.
I never got
You
into
did too.
Val was the 60s.
I never got into the gaming thing.
So you never play like Pac-Mans or like Space Invaders,
Sorry.
The only game I ever played,
Albert was. Go ahead.
Pong. He played Pong.
that's the only game I ever played.
Albert was in the skating rinks back when we were just being born.
And it was one of Pitfall.
Yes, you did Space Invaders and Asteroids and Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, those were
Burger
good
Time.
eras. I still play those games. Those are good
Yeah.
time. I mean,
They
well,
were
games are
stand-ups.
simple, right? You have one objective, and you repeat
Those
it.
were stand-ups. Yeah. Those were
Arcade games.
what
Yeah.
do they call them? Like level.
Shit,
Yeah.
nowadays you can still find these places who have fucking old school retro
So
arcade
hard.
games.
So hard. So hard.
No, no,
Every
no, no.
arcade just
Here in
died.
DFW,
They're
here in
making a
DFW,
remake of them.
we've got a shit ton of them. We've got fucking what's that one? Cidercade. We've got Free Play. They're like adult old arcade games that you can play. You go in, you pay a fee, but you got all the fucking beer in the world that you can drink while
Like
you're
Dave
playing.
and Buster's.
Like Dave and Buster's, yeah.
Not
But
really.
Dave and Buster don't have
They're
classic
all
games.
arcade games. They're all the classic
I know, but-
arcade games.
But it's same type of shit.
Like we used to have arcade about 10 years ago, and they were like the place to be. Like, you know, every kid Sunday just go to the place. That's a place called Good Time. They end up closing down because the landlord wanna give that land to IKEA, to build IKEA. And then after the Good Time closed, IKEA bailed on it and moved to a different town. So not only we lose our only arcade here,
But they lost the business too.
they lost the business too.
Right.
It was the place to be.
Yeah.
Every kid's like, you know, hey, you know, weekend, let's drive up there and have fun.
See, I grew up right when all the arcades were leaving, were just closing down and all this bullshit. But I remember the arcades. You would go in and you had a shit ton of fucking arcades to play, arcade games to play.
I've been thinking about to put a actual arcade machine in my basement.
Okay.
But
A lot of people are doing that.
yeah. But then I don't know like how often I'll be down here playing it. That's the thing.
Just start a business in Boston where you can buy all these arcade games, have someone come in, pay a fee.
They are not cheap to maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Okay.
joystick breaks all the time. I don't know what people doing on it, write on it or something like that, but they break all the time. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
And then those buttons will break, you know. I don't know how people get through. Like they press the button so much that those clear top button just sinks in. Like how hard did you have to hit the button?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's hard to upkeep those places.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's fun. Every kid's goes. Every kid's goes.
But I mean, you've got your entry fee that kind of covers for some of the maintenance. on the machines.
One button can cost you upwards of $60 or more. One button.
Yeah.
What's up, Innocent?
Innocent, what up?
Innocent is stuck
What's
in
up
work
with
today.
Luke, man?
Did
Look,
you guys
is
see
he
the
on?
pictures where I met up with Innocent?
Yeah. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, we had fun. His son is a fucking trip. If you think that we clown on fucking Innocent, his son clowns on him more than we clown on him.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I was talking to him the other night, and his son was. I was there. We're talking. It's like, dude,
Yep.
how is your son so extrovert but you're so introvert in a sense?
Exactly. Yeah.
'Cause he's young.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet him. We gave him some little words of wisdom.
I don't. I think that, like the words of wisdom went in here and came out that way. But yeah, we're talking about like anime and like comic and stuff like that the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I went upstairs. I told my wife about it. My wife's like, "Don't be so mean to kids, all right?" Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, Innocent's coming on.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
shit! You're muted, Anderson. You're muted.
First off, Val's trying to be a grandfather in like a year. Like Val's a bad influence, man.
Hey, I gave him words of wisdom.
Okay, all right. You know what, Val? You're gonna have another like. You gotta take care of if he winds up doing what he's saying. You're gonna take care of that kid, all right? I'm too young to be a grandpappy, all right?
I'll tell you this about Innocent Jr. He didn't get his looks from his daddy. He got his looks
Oh,
from,
yeah, right.
from his Dominican side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
I thought he looked just
Yeah.
like Innocent.
He does. You know,
At least they have common hobbies, okay? They have common hobbies.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the hard
good.
part.
Right.
You know?
He's a younger, more introvert or more extroverted version of Innocent. I'll say that.
well, you know what? Like, I'm talkative, but once he gets rolling, he's on a roll.
He is on a roll, man. He would
He's
not.
on a roll.
He would just keep going and going and going. But it wasn't like boring conversations. It was like you could literally keep a conversation going and going and going.
Yeah. Man, well, he was giving Martine some YouTube games.
Oh,
Whoa,
You know?
what? Does he know what he's talking about? Martin's famous, yo. Martin knows what he's doing.
I know. You know, I was surprised. You know, he was giving them content strategies. What's up, Hosh?
That you're on.
Damn.
he's a smart kid. He's a smart kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's one thing I got to say he didn't get from me. That's one thing he got from his mom.
What do you guys think about Jack Daniels tried to sue, like, you know, pet toy companies for making little Jack Daniel chew toys?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that
Really?
either.
I saw news about it. They tried to sue and try to get a judge to stop them from making Jack Daniel bottle chew toys.
Oh shit!
It's not licensed.
Well, I know not to make any Jack Daniels look alike designs.
Yeah, boy.
My question is why now? Because they've been making Jack Daniel chew toy for a long, long time.
They want the profit to go up.
They won't have any profit because all their what's that?
They're trying to
the
make up
crops
for
are
that
bad this
loss
year.
that they did when they're trying to make up for that loss that they did when that whole fucking thing burnt down.
But they're suing to stop them from making, not for damages.
Well, you know what it is that they're gonna stop them from making it, and they go into the business themselves. They are making dog toys.
No, because the dog toy did not say Jack Daniel on it, I think.
But it looked similar.
It's just
It
the
had
bottle.
label.
Bottle, yeah.
Had the label on it that looked like Jack Daniels.
You know how many things out there that looks like Jack Daniel?
They're not gonna win that.
I don't know.
They're not-
It could be a publicity to remind people Jack Daniel does exist.
Yeah, it could be.
Buy our $10 bottle.
Buy our $10 bottle, not the $5 chew toy.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Tony,
So you've had that Jack Daniels Gold. That shit good.
Anderson, what did you say?
Can't afford that.
no. Well, apparently in Jersey it's like $60 over here in Jersey for the gold.
Buy it and bring it
Buy
down
it.
to Miami.
No fucking way that shit's. No way that shit's $60.
That's serious.
Buy it.
Jack Daniel, $60?
Yeah. So
No fucking way.
The gold label.
Gold labeled? All right, let's see. Jack Daniel.
I bought a couple torchlighters from your cousins, Tony.
What?
You know,
you on the
they take like
subway?
a month and a half. Nah, I'm on the bus.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
I said I bought a couple of lighters from your cousins.
What is that?
It looks
Of
like
course,
the
Lighter?
looks like the fucking
Yeah, a little torchlight.
Starry Night.
It's like yeah. That's design on it.
Okay, so
Like,
Jack
like
Daniel is $21.99. Jack Daniel Barrel Proof is $69.99. Oh no, $30.
No, you need to go look at the gold and the
Gold.
Sinatra Select.
I'm trying to look for gold right now. Hold on.
So I learned something new today about liquor. Well, not today, but the other day. If like I've got many fucking liquor shops around here, and they're all decently priced. But I went down to the fucking Total Wine, and there was a bottle at the fucking smaller shop that was twice as much as the bottle at fucking Total Wine. I was like, man, if I get fucking rewards at Total Wine, why the fuck am I going to shop anywhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
And
it's cheap.
Okay, Jack
And
Daniel
it can be
27
a
gold is 92 and 7 cents. $92.07.
this bottle right here, the foolproof of the benchmark, which is made from the Buffalo Trace Distillery, was only like $16 at the fucking Total Wine. Anywhere else that I've seen it was like 25.
Well, Total Wine sells at MSRP, and they have that volume to move.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'll remember that. I'm gonna shop at fucking Total Wine now.
Yeah, they got that buying power. It's like
Yeah.
Best Buy, right? I mean, and Costco.
Costco sells it cheaper than anybody else too. Costco is #1 alcohol seller, liquor seller.
Well, we don't have a liquor store inside our Costco, so
Are y'all talking about John Daniels?
talk about Jim Beam.
Some people
Y'all talking
love
about
Jane
John
Bean. Though.
Daniels?
I'll tell you what, I'd rather drink Jim Beam over Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I was talking about on Clifton. I had the button too late.
I don't
Whoa,
know
whoa,
about
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa! It's
Same guy, Albert. Same guy.
the innocent
You're
just
talking
ride
about
at
John
one
Daniels?
station and get
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Right?
Val, they're
No.
talking about
Yeah.
John Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you know him as long as we have, we call him John.
Wait, if you know Jack long enough, you call it John.
Yeah, we call him John.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Oh man.
If you know him as well as we do, we call him John.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know. Okay, I get
Get
it.
it? You got it?
I get it.
Jack
Alright.
Daniel Gold is been double barreled, double choco mellowed,
Hoorah!
and finished in a gold hue maple wood barrel.
You know what,
It's
Hashi?
really good.
I'm gonna buy bottles tomorrow.
Well, yeah, for
Thank you,
$30 you
Val.
should. $100
Yeah.
bottle, you give it to
Somebody-
30.
Somebody's got my back on this fucking thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Take a picture of the tag saying Jack
I
Daniel's
will.
Gold at $62.
I will.
Just make sure you buy the
I
full
will.
bottle, not the half-ass small bottle, like a shot.
Make sure,
No.
Hashi,
No.
make sure Hashi, you got the funds to Venmo him so he can grab your bottle too.
Yeah.
I
All
got two
right,
of
all
them.
right, chill down.
Yeah.
Albert, what do you want?
Innocent, is this one of these hoist this bullshits?
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
All right. Fair enough.
Jackie Daniels, not Jack Daniels.
Yeah. For real.
Well,
Jag.
some of us call him Johnny D.
Johnny D?
That's right.
Look up the Costoni of the Jack Daniels Sinatra Select.
What'd you call it, Matt? You call it Jag Daniels? Jag?
He's trying to flex now.
What we did find out though, Tony, with the gold, they're charging less without the box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Frank Sinatra Select?
Yeah.
$200.
Sinatra Select.
194, 189.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's fucking delicious.
I've seen this in
So-
my local shop, but I'm not really a Jack Daniel drinker. So
I'm not a Jack Daniels fan either, but this does not taste like any Jack Daniels you've ever tasted, ever.
it tastes like Johnny.
How
Well,
was
I'm not gonna say what
the
Johnny tastes like. I don't know what Johnny.
Johnny's D.
Johnny D.
hey Matt? Did you like the Jack Daniels Black?
No.
You didn't like that one? I thought that tasted
No.
pretty good compared to the regular Jack.
Or was it the blue? I didn't.
No, you're talking Jim Beam Black.
No, the Jack Daniels. Oh, I'm thinking the Jack Daniels Gentleman something.
Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman.
Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman Jack's
Jack,
pretty
Gentleman
good.
Jack.
I like Gentleman Jack.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Because you're stepping up.
Yeah,
in
single
levels there.
barrel and the Gentleman
Nah,
Jack. Are both
Gentleman
pretty
Jack
good.
Gentleman Jack is amazing. I like that one right there.
Yeah, and it's not too badly priced.
It's about $60.
Yeah.
I have Gentleman Jack single barrel. I have that.
Those
Yo,
are
you know
pretty
what
good.
I had, and it had this was that Japanese whiskey.
What's that?
It's the It was like 35 for the bottle of it.
Pokey?
It's a yes.
Oh,
It-
yeah, I got some of that.
It has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, it is the cheapest Japanese whiskey you can get, you know?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's pretty weak.
It's pretty weak. Yeah, like you just look at the color. That's lighter than my tea. That thing is not really like, you know, it's not supposed to be crazy. A lot of people used to blend or just drink as a shot. So it's not supposed to be like high end.
No, I didn't know. I didn't like because most stuff I buy is not high end because I don't spend more than like $60 on.
Yeah, Toki is
Well,
like your
cool.
entryway into a Japanese whiskey. Because if you want a little bit better, you went with the Harmony. So
Yeah,
The bottle's cool though.
yeah,
The
bottle is
square.
Nothing wrong
cool,
with that.
but it's down in Florida because I couldn't bring it back with me.
you can buy those giant Toki in Costco for like $60. Huge bottle.
Mhm.
How come you couldn't bring it back with you?
Because you can't because all I had was my carry on. I wasn't paying $65 for a fucking baggage fee.
You had to
Right.
check it in. Right.
Now, if you
Yeah.
buy 2 bottles, that $60 wasn't too bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
Guilty. How did you fly back?
By airplane.
JetBlue.
Well, I know that, but like, in what airplane? What airline?
JetBlue. Always fly JetBlue.
JetBlue. Okay.
You can't always fly JetBlue. They don't go everywhere.
Well, for the places that I go, JetBlue, like when I go to South Carolina, I fly like American.
I got to fly in a fucking Boeing on my way back from Miami. That shit was
Nice.
nice. That was nice.
Boeing?
You know,
Yeah.
There's only 2
And a
airplane
Boeing,
company, right? Airbus and Boeing.
Right.
Well, I don't know, but I'm telling you, I got to fly in a Boeing. That shit was nice.
Probably one of the newer ones.
I hate to tell you, if you gotta compare all the new airplane, Airbus are more comfortable than Boeing.
Airbus has definitely stepped up their game a lot better
Airbus
than
is
Boeing.
a lot more, much more modern, much more comfortable than the newer Boeing. Boeing is actually focused on how many people you can fit in there.
surprisingly, I didn't get much turbulence on the way back. Surprisingly, coming over when I get a lot of turbulence.
Well, it's because you were leaving Florida.
No, but going down either.
Yeah, if you got a right airplane, I get excited when I see Airbus listed as the plane we use because they're more comfortable.
It don't matter to me. I mean, as long as it gets me there.
I used to be a big Boeing fan. I'm still a Boeing fan because Boeing started the whole trend with airlines. So, you know, the 747s and all that. So, I mean, they were the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
But Airbus has definitely stepped up their game because Boeing got bought out by, who is it, Lockheed or whoever it is, and
I don't know.
just gone downhill since
Honestly,
then.
I didn't know I was in a Boeing until I walked in. I'm like, holy shit.
You
I'm
went
in a
on one of the
fucking
new
Boeing.
ones. That's
Like,
why.
I knew I was in a fucking Boeing because you had like the first class, and then you had like almost like a second class, and then coach.
I do
I
get
was like,
nervous.
God damn.
I do get nervous when I go on Airbus though, because here's the thing: when the pilot's driving a Boeing, they're using like a steering wheel kind of thing. When people are driving Airbus, they're using a joystick onto the side. They don't use one of these things.
Really?
Yeah.
I
That's
thought you
interesting.
were worried about the tires on that bus.
No, they use a joystick. So it's like when they're landing, they're using the joystick to land. I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit's crazy. The joysticks.
Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
all right.
Wow.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Right on, Raymond.
Raymond, were you in the military?
Yeah, I'll show it to you guys what I mean. Here's
Oh,
a
I know what you
cockpit
mean.
of Airbus.
It's like a video game, man.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
like a video game. Like here, do you see a steering?
Nope.
Just a joystick on the side.
side.
There's only a joystick on the side. That's how they control the airplane. It's a joystick. It's like a thing that you
Down,
hold like this.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like this guy is playing a video game. You know, it's like, oh, we're landing. You know, you don't get this control. I don't know.
Yeah.
I get kind of nervous.
Yeah, Boeing still got the original.
Yeah, they use they came out with it. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, how do you have full control over that thing? That means everything is like a full, maybe like, you know, electric, drive by electric wire kind of thing.
Fly by wire.
Yeah. And, you know,
still
that
got
thing,
those
when it
feet, though.
fails, yeah, no control whatsoever.
So I'll say one thing. When I was in that Boeing, though, it was much quieter than any other airplane I've been in.
Different engines, that's why.
Much quieter.
Well, you know, Boeing uses, what's that brand called?
GE.
No, not GE. Rolls-Royce engine.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yep. Their engines made by Rolls-Royce.
Okay. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, kids?
Hold on, Josh.
God, another guy in a t-shirt. What the fuck?
Hell
dude.
yeah, bro.
I was getting ready to get on, and I'm like, you know what?
You see my tan?
I gotta go put my shorts on. Oh, look at that!
I got a fucking Florida tan
You got a farmer's tan is what
I
we
was like,
call
what?
it, bro.
and then brown.
Dude, you straight up look like Florida man now.
Florida man. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna retire probably in Florida, bro.
I just looked it up, so Martin's also right. Some of the Boeing uses GE engine, but the 787 uses Rolls-Royce.
That was me, bro.
Army. Okay. Raymond was in the Army.
I don't know.
Nice.
Do we have Air Force in our group at all? Anyone?
I don't think so.
My daughter, the son-in-law.
You gotta bring him to Legion.
Yeah. All right.
But then fighter jets also using joystick, single joystick in the middle. So
Right. But that's different because it's in the center.
true, it's
Not
not on the side.
But they all have this. They still have the controls with their feet too for the flaps.
The flaps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was young, I thought those flaps for the legs are actually throttles.
Hey, we want to go. Hit the gas, buddy.
Right? You step down, right? You stretch and you step on it, like, let's go.
Dude, hey Matt. So
Yo,
I read something in the news today, and my first thought was, "Holy shit!" People in Utah want multiples of a lot of things. They're just getting greedy
fuck.
now. It's not
Here
just
we go.
wives. It's not just wives. Now you want to have multiple state flags. Look at this.
oh yeah, yeah. I know.
I was like,
I
what?
don't know what the fuck the deal is with that. It makes no sense.
You give them an inch with fucking 42 wives, and look what they do.
Wait, is an inch enough for 42 wives?
Obviously.
If you're working it right, it is.
So
I mean, if you
speaking
give him
of-
an inch for 42 wives, that's not a lot to gain.
So speaking of extra wives, there was an Instagram reel I saw the other day where a guy was like, he had his wife on this side. He's like, so asking her, he's like, didn't I ask you how you wanted to spend more time with your best friend? And she's like, yes. Where are you going with this? And he like turns his camera and he has her best friend back here. She is now my wife also. Blah, 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 blah. Keeps talking. And then he goes over to the wife and she starts talking like, he's like, shh. And she shuts up. You now have more time to spend with your best friend, so shut up.
Not that much time.
Yeah. He made her his wife too.
Hey, before I forget, if Raymond's still on, thank you for your service.
Thank you, Raymond. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Raymond. But okay, here's
That's
it.
fucking awesome.
What state in the U.S. is the worst state of our state?
Oklahoma.
Or state?
California.
Oklahoma.
California.
Oklahoma.
California.
Oklahoma. No, this is not even a question.
Okay, why?
Oklahoma.
Why Oklahoma?
Because it's fucking Oklahoma.
I'll tell you why. Wait, you gonna tell the joke, Josh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You got it.
Nope. No one can tell a joke like you. You're in.
Texas would fall off into the Gulf of Mexico if Oklahoma didn't suck.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Wow.
So Oklahoma, and what's the other ones?
California.
California. Okay. What else? Anybody?
Raymond says Pennsylvania.
What, Raymond? Why do you think Pennsylvania is the worst? I mean, I know you had to ask about California. California is worse because they make up their own rules.
Everything is fucking regulated. They make their own fucking rules. Everything causes cancer. Like fuck, dude.
And they're right.
I think it's
Pretty much
starting to
everything
be
causes cancer. But that's the thing. Because everything causes cancer, you can't ban everything.
So I think
So
it's
I
going to
learned.
be going to be kind of a tie because you got Oregon, California, New York. All those fuckers are starting to be little clusters and shit, and they all follow each other with their little
Washington.
laws and shit. Yeah, Washington.
So as a car tuner, as someone who modifies cars, I learned something new the other day. I don't remember who said it, but they said that basically in California, you cannot get an engine that is older than your car to put in it because they check it by the VIN. They check the engine code. And if you have anything older than your production date of the car, they will tow it and impound it and fucking crush it.
Yeah, but they don't check that shit. They only do, like, the only time they'll catch it is if you register it with that engine in it, and if you say that the motor's been swapped.
Well,
the engine,
the cops will actually call in the codes to see how old the engine is in your car, and if it's older. Oh, this was a California guy who told me this because he races with us. He said that basically they will literally look at the code of the engine, and then if it's older than your car, they'll fucking crush it.
It's probably a smug rule.
Yeah, but I mean,
Albert, go ahead.
it just
That has nothing to do with like drawing little cartoons and shit for the paper.
Dude, when he said cartooner, I was like, wouldn't you call it a cartoonist?
well, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
No, they changed their title to graphic artist.
Yes.
But like even if you check the car VIN, you can easily remove the engine VIN.
So here's the thing. I mean, back when I was in California, I was going to be a highway patrol officer, and we would pull over cars, for all that loud exhaust and all that shit, and they had me sitting in there saying, "Hey Matt, should we go look at his car?" Like I said, he's straight piped, man. I'm telling you right now, he's straight piped. We would look under the car real quick. He'd get a fucking hellacious ticket. And then sometimes he'd be like, "Hey, you know what? Just get your fucking exhaust fixed," because it became too much of a hassle to sit there and look at shit. So, yeah, if you're that guy that's been pulled over multiple times, they have your name, they know you, they might look at your car and your engine serial number and start picking shit apart to just find shit. Or if you're at those races, then yeah, like those illegal street races they're doing, yeah,
Right.
they're looking for everything to fuck you over.
So what this guy was telling me was basically if you swapped out engines, you basically had to know what you were doing to kind of fly under the radar to where a cop could look underneath the engine or underneath the hood and be like, "Oh, okay, that looks normal, blah, blah, blah." And then you have something in your car that won't pass fucking California regulations, whatever the fuck it is, but the cop doesn't know what the fuck they're looking at.
Right.
But most people buy old
But you
cars to
get a
swap into a
DOT.
higher efficiency engine anyway.
Right. Like you got fucking Integra with a K-swap.
Yeah. So that's actually a newer engine. It doesn't matter.
But I mean, I used to replace motors in cars all the time for motors that were coming from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They were older than the car, and that was in the 90s. So things have definitely changed since then. But I mean, to put an intake on a car in California, if it didn't have that stupid sticker, and all it was a sticker that said California compliant,
yes,
you'd get a ticket.
But then you just buy that sticker?
Yeah.
I guess you could.
You can make it now. You can make that fucking sticker.
Yeah. So, not that bad. There's a way around it.
That'd be a pretty good business to start. If only we knew somebody that could print some shit.
Right?
Matt.
Dude, that's
I ain't
some
that
shit.
business.
Dude, that's some shit. Fucking what? Where'd you get all your money, bro? Oh man, I
Well-
forged California compliance stickers.
So take this. So any new big rig, okay, has to have. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but look at the side of big rigs. They have to have a California compliant clean air idle sticker, and it has a barcode on it, so they can scan it to make sure that it's registered in the state of California.
I've
with that.
seen that.
Yes. Each one of those stickers is almost $300. So when you got a guy out there pressure washing the truck and they rip that fucking sticker off, if they go driving down the road and they don't see that sticker, you can get a ticket for that.
Matt, $300 sticker, that's good business, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You sell it for 150, people will get it.
But it's not even it's like the holographic sticker.
You
It's
can
got the,
get that within $100, I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I guarantee you can. Everybody, if you want a sticker, Hashimoto Sport.
Hashimoto Sport approved for California driving.
Hashimoto Sport California compliant sticker.
And the traffic cop over there see Hashimoto's name. Like, oh yeah, we used to work this guy. No, let him go.
Right?
Oh shit. That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's funny.
Oh man. Jeez. Josh, did you get your lighter yet?
No, I'll get it on Friday. It's up at the shop.
Oh, you guys all left it in the shop?
Got it up there.
Oh, cool.
Is it in my? Did you have him put it in my locker, or is it in the office? I assume it's probably in the office.
Probably in the office.
Yeah.
Cool. Again, like I mentioned, anybody who's got those carbon ones and you feel like the print is that bad, then let me know. I'll send another one over.
Well, I got the picture of the front of mine. It looks awesome.
Yeah. Now, I do want to give you guys a warning. Anyone who got a carbon one, don't rub on that logo on the front. Because it's a smooth surface. Because all the other lighter, the front are not smooth. Are not
It's like textured.
they are
Yeah.
rough. So they stay very well. But the carbon one, if you rub hard enough, it will come out. If you rub hard enough. All right.
Wow.
You can just rub it, that's fine. But if you rub hard enough, it will come out. But the back ones are okay because the back is actually on metal. So in the end, you'll still have all your back ones just fine. But the carbon one, the front might go off eventually.
Oh shit! I've got so much practice rubbing it hard that I'm in a lot of danger.
You need some practice at getting a little softer with your touch, bro.
Just saying.
Man.
But again, the front was afterthought, and then turns out we all kind of focus in the front. The back one looks pretty good, so just saying, put it out there. You got the warning.
I appreciate the warning. I know the first thing I would do when I'd get it, I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, don't
Rubbing
rub
it.
it and lick it at the same time either. You might end up eating it. Just saying, put it out there. Warnings. So.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. So anything else new?
I don't know. Ask Josh. I haven't talked to Josh for a long time.
Oh, dude. The parade that we went to this weekend was freaking awesome.
Did you guys get drunk and start running or something like that?
Well, okay, so nice. Well, so they have what's called a 0K. It's the next day in the parade, or it's the day after St. Patty's Day, and it's like 300 feet. And then they have a hydration station at 200 feet where they hand you a beer. So the whole parade, it's 98 feet. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the shortest St. Patty's Day parade. But there's always like a celebrity guest. Like this year is the guy that plays Shooter McGavin. Last year it was Danny Trejo. And like
Nice.
60,000 people come to this thing. It's insane.
It's not 49 people.
It's not 49 people. Man, and
Just saying.
And Sammy Smoker, like Sam and Jayla, they came with us last year, and they came back this year, and it was a blast. We ended up drinking some really good whiskey at this cigar lounge called the Humidor, and they have like a great whiskey program. We were there the day that it opened in 2019. They opened on St. Patty's Day, and his humidor was like halfway full. I was like, that's a brave man for your first day.
Right.
But yeah, so we had Russell's 13, which is the first that I've had, the Russell's 13. It was actually the first that I've seen it in like a bar, or I haven't seen it out in the wild yet. And then we had some Yamazaki 18. That was awesome. Went to a couple of wine bars, and yeah, it was just a great time.
Nice.
We do it every year. So
Wait. So you drink whiskey on St. Patty's Day?
Irish whiskey.
Irish.
Oh, fuck that.
Yamazaki, definitely not Irish whiskey.
No, I would not drink Irish. I drink Irish one time a year, and that's at the Irish tasting of EFWT.
Right.
He does Tex Irish. He does Tex Irish.
You got to have that for 12.
Yeah.
You know, the apple proper number 12.
The apple. Oh yeah, we were checking the apple. Well, no, so we mostly drank beer. Sam brought a flask, so we were drinking that too. And then after the parade and after the concerts, we went and had our whiskey fun. Yeah, the Village People was one of the celebrity bands this year.
Wow.
You enjoyed that.
Yeah, dude, it was great. They were awesome. I know there's only one original member left. He's the cop, like the lead singer. Dude, but they were jamming.
You know, they do that every seventh in Yankee Stadium. They do YMCA.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They do YMCA.
Mm.
You know, and the guys that are like track and field, they're there like leading the YMCA.
Oh, they stop and they
they stop. And they have like it's like a whole dance routine.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
You know, when I was young, I actually liked the song YMCA, but as I grew up, I realized what they were really singing about.
Yeah. You can get yourself clean.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait, how did that become a song that goes everywhere?
Oh, but what they have? They had two big hits, right? It was YMCA in the Navy.
In the Navy and Macho Man.
Oh, Macho Man. Yeah. Yes, Macho Man.
Yeah, they were really good. They were really good. So we got some really great pictures. Already have our room booked for next year. So you've got to book your room about a year in advance.
Holy shit! Do they even allow that? Like most hotels will not let me book a year advance.
Yeah. So the population of Hot Springs is 65,000, and it's like a huge weekend for them. And so they open it up and they let everybody book out a year in advance. They also have halfway to St. Patty's Day party in September, which is a good time. That's a wild time too.
With that being said, Hashimoto, have you booked your hotel yet for Miami?
No, not yet.
I got to do that too.
Yeah.
Did you end up getting the room rate?
I'm actually gonna call the Hyatt in Miami tomorrow. I was talking to the head of sales today.
So basically, they're passing him around and hoping that he goes away.
No.
Pointing fingers. Call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Now I'm gonna make it happen.
Rate we're looking at.
Yeah, dude. If
If we can get it, it might be somewhere. It might be like 129 for a double bed. But I'm gonna try to get them to include breakfast since it's a party.
Man, I think you should stay in the same hotel I am.
Yeah, well,
I'm spending
You want
$100
the-
for those 5 to 6.
I mean, it's not a bad hotel based on what I'm looking at. So
all right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I am not going to South Beach in Miami. I'm not going nowhere near it.
why?
Why?
Oh, you guys didn't see the news of like 5 people got killed last weekend. on South Beach.
Dude,
No,
if
no,
if
They
you
were in Tennessee.
okay, all right, hold on,
we're
everybody. Here, everybody. If you're concerned about people killing, you should not be working in New York.
Oh, but
Right.
New York is, no, but it's different. Like these guys just shoot for no reason. They just shoot everywhere.
Wait, people in New York
pretty
actually
good,
shoot
bro.
for a reason?
That's New York.
No, New York is different, man. Like New York, like you know, like he's a knucklehead. Like
And you should definitely not ride the subway in New York or buses. Come on, man. If you're concerned about that.
Hey, innocent.
Mhm.
Don't you worry about that. I got you, bro. Somebody pulls a gun, I'm dropping my pants and I'm running after this guy naked. He'll fucking run away. We're good.
Turns out the guy likes it. He's like, come over. Come over.
He'll have the Speedo underneath.
Also,
Don't make
I'll
me
start-
take this off.
yeah.
I'll start singing Macho Man.
No, innocent. So do not worry. We have like what, just under 20 people with you at any given time. If somebody pulls out a gun, I guarantee we will
All around
not.
at the same
We will
time.
not push you forward. We might run the other way, but we will not push you forward.
Yeah. No, so no, well, they actually put a curfew on well, they were trying to pass a curfew on
Yeah,
South
we're not gonna be that late. And you gotta be there at midnight. No.
Yeah. Plus, it was spring break.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we got Cubans with us, yo.
We
Right.
bro, we can go to the beach during the day, and then at night it's gonna be humid and hot as fuck. We gotta be inside of a lounge, bro.
Yeah. You're not gonna
Yeah,
be there
exactly.
that late at night because everything jack up price after 5 o'clock.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So yeah,
This is
we
why we're
after
going to
after that amount of
Espinosa's.
time, we'd be out somewhere else enjoying our cigars. I say we wouldn't worry about it.
This is why we're gonna be at Cuevas. This is why we're gonna be at Picadillos.
Yeah, you worry
And
about
if
at middle of the night. I don't know.
I'd be worried more about getting knifed by one of us. He's like,
Yeah.
I want to go awake.
I mean, I always keep a knife on me, but I won't be bringing my knife.
Or you're going to the metal detector, and next thing you know the beat goes off. You're like, where's that beat coming from? Next thing you know, it's Quake's ring.
You know, we have
Oh,
you know, we have enough people to kind of keep people away. I think, you know, we will be like a chimney walking out of the smoke. People will probably stay away. It's like, oh my god, these people reeks of
No,
No, what
cigars.
they'll do is they'll put their guns away and they'll be like, "Hey guys, all y'all are smoking. I kind of want to talk to you about your health."
Yeah, right. It's like, and then you go like, have you talked?
I got
Have
some
I talked to you
concerns
about
for
our
your
Savior
group.
Jesus? Let's talk about this. You know how badass it is to have 20 people holding cigar walking down the street? Nobody will mess with you,
You're right. You're probably right.
right? Would you do that? Like you walking down the street, you see 20 people standing together, all big guys from Texas and every other state, and you're like, I'm gonna go mess with them.
I'd probably go give them all a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give them a
Innocent, just
hug
wear
and
your
say,
shirt.
"Thank you."
Don't mess with
Thank you.
Texas.
Yeah.
You know, one of the guys
Oh, yeah.
walking with the long star in the back. No.
Yeah. I got the Bucky's hat on deck.
That'll be me.
You know,
Got
got
this
the
much
Buc-
religion with that fucking star in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, for all you know, everybody's gonna look at us and he sees innocence. Like that guy's from New York. Let's not mess with this guy. He must be crazy. And his name's
So-
Innocent. You really want to mess with the person's named Innocent?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And this is not so innocent.
Exactly.
Yep,
It's like, you
always
know,
felt like that.
you never wanna go on a ship that says unsinkable. You never want to mess with the person's named Innocent.
Oh man.
Yep.
Right?
But I went to that spot called the Cathedral down in Tampa. It's called it's a church that they turned into a fucking
Oh, the cathedral.
yeah, the cathedral, yeah. Yo,
I thought you said the cordial. I was like,
nah. Nah. Yo, that spot,
Disappointing.
that spot is nice. That spot is it's humongous.
I never heard anybody that really goes out and says that church is nice.
Right.
have you seen Tony? Have you seen pictures of it?
I've seen picture of it, but like
Oh.
I'm never really into constructions.
So like my thing is like if I go to a shop, I'll always pick up like a few of their hand rolls. just to see like what they like as far as owners and what they want to sell.
You know, people go to church.
Yeah.
Look at that church. That place is nice.
No, listen, I've been to some shitty churches. Okay.
You guys got Trinity Church there.
No, well, no. We don't. I don't go to that church. I go to the ones that are like sketchy and the pastor's stealing the money.
Okay, so is Trinity Church any less amazing? Trinity Church is pretty
himself
cool.
up to get his chain stolen so he can file on the insurance.
So you go to the Baptist church, right?
I thought I saw you in the video, Innocent. I thought I saw you in the video.
Hey, listen, like they had a school fund for the last 5 years, and it just never goes up, even though everybody's donating tithes to it. But all of a sudden, the pastor guy he got a new Mercedes every 2 years.
What? Ooh.
Oh, dude, he was driving a Bentley.
Yeah.
That
He has 5 cars. He's talking about his money's in real estate.
He stole. He was supposed to like invest. What was it? $90,000 from one of the ladies in his church, and he just like was like, yeah, I invested it. They're like, yeah, but the property's in your name.
Let me give Tony the backstory. So there's a pastor in Brooklyn. He went to jail. He went to jail for fraud and scamming. He came out of jail and became a pastor. Now he has this church in Brooklyn that's like a hole in the wall church. It has like 40 seats inside, chairs. Doesn't even have pews, has chairs. And he's there with Versace, Louis Vuitton.
Well, I think I know who you're talking about. Then there was like a news reporter chased after him asking about his jet.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what's his name? Preflo Dollar.
So you're saying rehabilitation worked for him?
Oh yeah,
Right.
He found a legal way to scam.
Talking about cars, right? This is a funny story about my wife. We drove to Stop and Shop one day, and we saw this old lady drove up in a Bentley convertible. And then my wife's like, "Oh, is that car expensive?" I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty expensive." She's like, "That old lady just drove that over." And I was like, "Okay." And then she goes, "How does she afford it?" And I was like, "Well, maybe she's got a sugar daddy." She's like, "She doesn't look good enough to have a sugar daddy." And I was like,
Yeah, she's a baby.
I was like, "Is she like you can tell like she's probably old, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then I go, "Well, it's probably because she's retired." And she goes, "Okay, so what does that have to do with it?" I was like, "Well, the only reason she can afford it is because she spent all her retirement on it."
Yeah, but you got some of those old ladies that are sugar mamas, man.
Yeah, the old lady has money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All
That's
the
right.
women in the YouTube land is going to thank me for this, but women can get jobs and make good money too.
Oh yeah.
We're fucking kidding now.
So okay.
they
So
can't. No, they
going along with Josh says, there is a guy. I'll say guy, but he's like in his 20s, who he acts older than he is. He's in his 20s. He is dating a fucking plastic surgeon. And everybody was giving him shit like, "Oh, bullshit. You're not dating anybody that's fucking you don't have a sugar mama." This lady shows up to the fucking work and they're like, "Oh shit. He really has a fucking sugar mama." And we were all wondering, like, how the fuck does this kid have a fucking sugar mama? Well, first of all, in his department, he is basically like the product specialist. So he met this lady showing her shit about her car because she's a plastic surgeon. She doesn't have time to learn about all this other bullshit. So he went and he fucking showed her how to do this. And then she pursued him because of his maturity. And then he now has a fucking sugar mama.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the fucking
Good on
plastic
him. Good on him, man.
Dude,
You know,
if by maturity you mean that he looked at her and said, "Hey, ever seen a baby arm?"
like one of those was that Deadpool? touches the hands.
Hey, so do y'all remember the guy that played Mini-Me, Vernon
Yeah.
Troyer?
Yeah.
Yep.
So a buddy of mine called me one night And he's like, bro, you're never gonna believe what happened. I was like, what? And he goes, I met Vern Troyer. I was like, what? And he's like, mini me. I was like, oh no shit, that's wild. And he had like all these hot chicks around him, and I was like, bro, how do you get all these chicks? And he said, he goes, I'm gonna send you a picture. And I was like, okay. And it was my buddy who just goes, and I was like, what? And he goes, that's what he did to me. He just goes, how'd you get all these chicks? And he just goes,
Wow.
The baby arm. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
He threw
Wow.
it-
The imagery. Ugh. Well, anyways, it's
Oh.
11:01, and that means all of y'all is gonna go to tribal. So, have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the tribal.
All right, somebody
Okay.
said they like your hat, Tony.
Yeah, I yeah. Noel.
Mm.
No. How do you
Well,
pronounce that?
Noel.
Noel.
Noel. No.
Well, it depends on the ethnic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
ethnicity.
Like, how
It's
would
either
you want to
Noel-
pronounce that?
Noel or Noel.
Noel. No.
Noel.
No, Noel.
Noel.
And Noel,
Rojas is
go
in the
ahead
chat.
and put your pronunciation up so I can pronounce your name next time correctly. I'll give you a minute.
Right?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, I want to pronounce people's name correctly,
Yeah, as long as they're not a fucking troll and fucking talking shit.
Now, if you want to troll, please troll with, something funny. I don't know.
Right?
We haven't seen a good troll for a while.
Right? All right, guys. I'm gonna dip out.
All right, have a good night, man.
What's
All
he?
right,
See
later,
you guys
dude.
later. I got to take kids to school in the morning. Later.
Gotcha.
Later.
yeah, bro.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
I'll see the rest of y'all in a minute.
All right. Jump over to tribal. I'm giving Noel a minute.
All right.
Come on, Noel. I'm waiting here. All you had to do is let me know how to pronounce your name.
All right. All right, Tony.
All
I'll
right.
see you in trap.
All right, later.
We have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on. You can do it. 20 seconds. No? Very close. No? 10 seconds. All right, I guess I have to learn your name next time. So, all right, that's it for tonight. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye, guys.